Hey everyone, this is Antics with another StarCraft 2 replay. I'm going to be casting 2 games in this one video. Uh, both games I lost to basically mass Zerglings. Or the first game, sorry, I lost to mass Zerglings. The second game, I didn't realize he was going mass Zerglings and I ended up defending it a little bit better. So, I'm going to cast, it's going to be me, Antics, the blue Zerg versus Mittens, the red Zerg, and this will be the first match. And so, here's Mittens. I'm going to put it on my view. So I'm going to scout close positions. If he's close position, I'm just going to go with the 15 hatch. If he's not close position, then I'm going to go 14 gas, 14 pool. Let's see. So I'm just sending my Overlord scouts. I don't know if this one's necessarily mass lings, but that's what he ended up beating me with. And I went with my typical Zerg vs Zerg opener, which is quick roaches, and lost to it. I'll throw up production tab. So there's 14 gas because that's how he was in close position. The pool should be coming down in a second. And again, I'm going to block off my mineral line as best as I can. Moving some drones onto gas. And with this roach opener, I typically don't get speed as quick as them. So I see his Overlord scout coming towards my natural. And so as you see, he's already started his speed. Getting out 4 Zerglings. And then he's going to grab his Baneling nest. I think this is another thing I opt away from because typically I see roaches in my opponent, so I don't typically go for a Baneling nest. And due to improper scouting, I didn't see this coming. So I see his lings up top. And I would try to get a ling in there to see what he's got, but I know that he's going to deny it. So I'm going to run these lings, try to save him. And because of his scout there, or his Overlord scout, he can see that I got a roach. And so he obviously knows I'm going roaches. Or he should have figured it out, especially by more roaches showing up. And I didn't spot this earlier in my match. I saw some red coming in here. And at the time I didn't see it. So here comes some lings. I should be able to easily hold that off until his reinforcements come, and then he'll be able to get a quick surround on my roaches and clean them up. I am grabbing my speed, which I shouldn't have because it's gas that I could have used on other things. And try to salvage some of those drones, but they don't get away because of the speed. You trying to pull my queen on the choke. Try to keep his lings from getting into my main. And I'm trying to build roaches. I do see those banelings spawning in my natural. And this is pretty much when I lose way too much economy that I'm not going to be able to catch up, and I realize that. And in a few minutes, or in about a minute, once I realize there's no catching up, I tell them good game, and that's it. Alright, so I'm going to jump into the next video. Alright, so here's the second video in this series. It's going to be me Antics, the red Zerg versus Razor Edge, the blue Zerg to the south. And I'm going to put it in my view. And I'll show you how I do this one a little bit different. This was played immediately after playing that last match. And so I try to get a little bit better scouting this time. So I'm sending my Overlord. And on this map, because even though it's kind of a long rush distance, I'm still going to go with a 14-14 rather than a fast expand because it's a little bit safer. And if I see him grabbing a fast expansion, then I'll just drop mine. Which my Overlord should be there to his natural by the time he's about to drop his, or if he just started his. I'm going to put on the production tab. Oops, let's pause. Production is D. Sending the other Overlord to my natural. So 100 minerals, I'll drop my gas geyser or my extractor, and then 200 minerals, I'll grab my spawning pool. You see, he went with a really early spawning pool. I think I guess it's only a few seconds ahead of mine, but he opted not to grab his gas. So I won't have speedlings as quick. And this time I'm not going to go with roaches, because even if he does go roaches, I figured mass ling will be able to get a good surround on roaches, and I'm going to upgrade my lings. And then when I get 100 gas, I'll pull 2 drones off of gas and leave 1, so that I can work on getting banelings this game. Just in case he does opt to go lings and I see it, then I'll just drop a couple banelings in my natural to defend. So here comes my speed. Should only have 1 on gas. Overlord's finally getting towards his main. Send these 2 lings down to scout, or one of them to scout his natural. so he's going to try to hit my, or snipe my overlord that's scouting. So I will be grabbing a replacement overlord. And then he's sending in his scout. Should be coming up soon. There it is. Not much to see other than just my spawning pool. And then I decided to go with this rather than with an expansion. And grab just a macro hatch. When I thought I built that crawler or spine crawler earlier. This way, if he does try to attack with lings before I get banelings out, I'm gonna try to engage around my spine crawler. I'm dropping my baneling nest. So as you see, I have speed way before him, and I mass produced it lings because I figured he was going to be bringing in a whole lot more lings, and I do see more lings coming up with my scouts or my overlords. Should be pulling these lings back towards the crawler. There it goes. And I'm trying to get some free kills. Lose as little lings as I can. Snipe the overlord. As soon as I stop seeing incoming attacks like this, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take my natural. I do believe he attempts one more time and he tries to sneak along the side and hit my drone line. So here goes my roach warren. Getting a few more lings. And this is what? Another spine crawler for defense. You see I have completely outnumbered him in lings. I've got speed. And I hope I don't know if he's seen my baneling nest yet. He's got an awful lot of minerals. So I will be taking my natural now, and I'll build some defensive banelings. Come on, queen, spit. Spit. No. As you see, I'm leading in supply. And he's banking in a lot of minerals. Finally dropping my Evo chamber. And I'm gonna scout to make sure he hasn't decided he's gonna go mutas or something. So I'll be sending a couple lings around. Grabbing my second gas because I plan on doing upgrades. And depending on what I scout, which he still is on Hive Tech, or sorry, yeah, hatchery, sorry. I should be going towards layer right now, or pretty soon. And this guy was platinum. That's not really that great of saturation. I'll send another ling to do some scouting for any hidden expansions. And eventually I will have a ling at pretty much every expansion. You just see I'm spending my minerals fairly well. And I see a mass thing of lings, but I'm not too afraid because even just a few banelings will clean this up pretty quick. See, move my banelings into place. And there goes a good majority of his lings. Pull the rest of these lings in and clean that all up. So he just went from a huge supply army to pretty much nothing but drones. And I do believe I try to send either an attack or
our forces are under attack.
do a quick counter because I'm not sure if he has that much left. That and get some decent scouting information, but I do see a massive number of lings, so I will pull back because I can't really take that out. And misrallied some lings here.
Mutation complete.
Just got my upgrades finished. I believe my one melee. And so I still haven't seen him go on layer tech as of right now. I'm gonna go with the Spire and just go mutiling. I should be throwing the rest of my guys on gas, getting my 4 gases up. So I'd have enough gas for quite a few. And as you see, another attack comes in and clean it up fairly easily with my banelings without losing too many lings. I believe I drop another macro hatch and another expansion soon. Be drawing it up hard right now. Yeah, because I drop another macro hatch. And then I should be grabbing my 3rd expansion fairly soon.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, so now I finally see him going into layer tech. Right about the same time my Spire finished. So yeah, there's oversaturation in my natural. I'm sending an overlord over there to scout for any ling run-bys. I should probably build a couple banelings and have them just sitting over there. So getting melee 1, overlord speed, and flyer 1. You see he's grabbing his Spire. I wanted to wait until I got like a decent mutaforce before I pushed out, which I believe is right now. And I should be pushing out right now. And I believe I thought I grabbed Baneling speed and I realized I didn't, and so I should be starting it soon. Yeah, because right there I realized I didn't have it. And so here's when I'm finally grabbing it. My centrifugal hooks. And I wanted to push out a little bit earlier, but now I'll be pushing out. Even without Baneling speed, this should be fine.
Depleted.
I'll just send him all to his natural, and then once everybody's there at his natural, I'll push into his main. Because I know he doesn't have his natural, and I don't know about those 2 outer bases, but I'm assuming he doesn't because those are way too far to reinforce. Reinforcing with more lings. Banelings are finally showing up, so I'm going to send them up the ramp in case he's got a mass number of lings. Which he does, and I blow. I do clear out quite a bit of his lings, but here goes his force. And that's a good game. Cleaned up everything. Alright, thank you for watching.